just stopped at the dentist office, but I wanted to get a shot of these bushes. They are really pretty. Yeah, there's another one over there, but I don't know if I can get a good enough picture of that one. We are going to try and catch, they've got some really good looking trees up here, and that with the fall colors. So we're going to try and see if we can get them up here. Yeah, that one's too close. We're going to try and get some good pictures up here with some that still have leaves on. We came in on a one-way on the other side called Market Street. It had some of the most beautiful ones. And that's a good color. Anyway, he wants to go see this roundabout they're going to put in up here. We still don't understand why they're doing it.
Filling all this up.
Oh yeah, they are. Well, they already took the old grade school out. Lincoln School. It's here on Lincoln Street. So it looks like mostly what they've been doing lately is just getting rid of things like over there. There's no house anymore. Lost that, but they're just getting rid of houses and buildings and stuff.
Maybe some trees on this street.
There might be. Lincoln Street used to be pretty well full of trees. I don't know if they got the ones like on Market that were just so beautiful. But here's a nice golden one, kind of turning gold. That one, I don't know, it's not too full. Here's some pretty ones up here. It's just the contrast between the two. It's really cool. How we got that is. This is, okay, yeah, Christ Community Church. They've got a pretty big church.
That's elementary school.
That's okay, so they're going to put all of the elementary students in there, huh?
Well, they are.
They are in there. Okay, yeah, it's completed. So all the elementary students that go to Beatrice Elementary Schools are going to be here, or are here. They've already torn down a couple of the old ones, and it looks like one of them they're redoing. I don't know if they're going to do it for offices or apartments. They haven't got far enough on it and haven't got any signs out, so. Oh, and there's the preschool. So they do have the preschool there, which is good.
Well, the school, right?
Yeah, but none of the kids in the elementary are old enough to drive. Buses, I suppose, it might help them.
Buses and employees getting off the road.
Took the old apartments out. They've still got these. But there used to be apartments here. I don't know if A building's still there. Huh. This facility, it's called Beatrice State Developmental Center, used to house over 1,000 clients. And I'll help you get trees here when I find some. But I mean, when I first worked there back in '75, they had well over 1,000 clients, and ranging anywhere from severely handicapped and developmentally disabled to high functioning. And some even had still been there. I mean, things were changing big time. Things were changing to a more modern system and getting people out into the community-based. And some people, back during the Depression, their parents couldn't feed them or couldn't afford to feed them, so they put them there. And over the years, they got kind of that institutionalized, Anyway, they got them back out into the community, and little by little, from the community-based housing, they were able, oh, there's some pretty ones. And it's still zoomed in. Anyway. But, so those they got out, well, I think even before the 70s. And so they could start getting I don't know what that word is, but anyway, they could get back into being independent. And I know at least one of them that got married. And he had talked about what it was like. They did have a school out there at the time. But he was, I don't know, in his 30s or 40s when I met him. And he'd been out for quite a while and married. So. But anyway, there still were some that had high functioning, but they weren't able to live on their own. They could have probably stayed home with their parents, but some parents just weren't equipped. And I don't know when it became more common to have home-based training, because I was working with a home-based training program in between employment at the developmental center. Sorry, I'm giving you a big story while I'm doing these trees, but I'd like to get some.
I'm gonna go down that street.
You're gonna go down Market? Okay. I'm gonna wait till we go down Market for that. But, oh, there's a house for sale. I always look at for sale signs, even though I don't have any intention of buying. It's just interesting. But there would be time getting burned out. And so I would leave there, and I went to nursing school, and that's when Joe had to practically raise the kids. Had to pretty much play both mom and dad for a while there. I mean, I was there. They could come and talk to me, but I have my nose in books a lot. This is our county courthouse. And every Christmas, they will have it lit up. Every Christmas, they put lights from the top to the bottom. There is Presbyterian Church right up there. And it is gorgeous inside. There's a nice golden one. Isn't that pretty? And that one, well, it's got those smaller leaves. And they're, but I don't know, they must have had more of a windbreak. Our trees go kind of our house faces east. And right now we're facing east, but the trees are kind of blocked from, but these are some really nice ones. I still got too much zoom on it there. Really good color on a lot of these trees. The top of this up here kind of gets in the way sometimes. I wonder if there's still that red oak down there or whatever it was by our old house. Isn't that a pretty one? Man, if I don't get them far away, I hope you can see them far away. I know you will, because if I can see them in this, then I know they'll be much bigger when you watch the video. They are some pretty ones. Their evergreen isn't so green anymore. I don't know. Must be getting really old.
There's still a lot of them that are green yet.
Yeah, there are, which is surprising. 'Cause I'm surprised ours turned as fast as it did, because generally, see that nice kind of reddish gold there? Isn't that pretty?
There's one.
This one's so pretty. Look at this. That is just, oh, we got past him, but I think you saw the color. It's just, that is the goldest gold I've seen on these things. Here where I can see them better. But no, that one, it really was striking when we first came down here, because it, like I said, the goldest gold I have seen this year. Well, I guess we're going to need to go probably toward home.
We go down Ella Street now, see what's on there.
Man, I don't know what's on Ella Street. We know the streets up here. Oh, there's some pretty bushes. We know the streets up here because we used to live up here. We owned a couple of houses up here and then sold them and went right back to Whitemore. We couldn't decide. The first house we owned was up here. So then we went to Whitemore and bought a house. We lived in that first one, what, about 7 years?
Probably 6. It might be 7.
Well,
It was 7.
yeah, because Tony was little.
Nina was born.
Nina was born. It was just about a month before her first birthday that we had to move. Hey, there we go. I like it when we can find red. It may be red all year, I don't know, but I don't care. Oh, there's a cute. They got a Hawaiian theme there. But yeah, some of these won't be so nice, but we've got some pretty houses that we're seeing too.
That's the library.
Oh, that's right. We're on Ella. That is the new library. They have at least one of my books, but I don't know if I've given them any of the others. I need to get them out to libraries, because that's a kind of a big marketing thing.
This one here don't take it. We asked them about that.
They took my first one that was just a kind of a little picture.
Now when I tried to go in and ask about some other ones, they said they don't take them.
They don't take local authors.
We sold one to one in Wyoming.
Yeah, the one in Wyoming we sold a couple to.
Well, one.
One? Okay. But anyway, yeah, they wanted, I was going to give it to them, but they wanted to pay for it. I was talking about, you know, donating one to the school out at Southeast Community College. And the girl said, well, they have to be approved.
They're the big trees.
Yes, and it's pretty. It took us. There we go. Kind of in a shadow here. Well, that kind of irritates me. There's a lot of places anymore that, and it just really irritates me when it's local authors and they won't take your book. I don't think the one in Wymore's ever been checked out because they put it in kind of a remote little area. where they've got other local authors. There are some some bookstores and libraries that are specifically for Nebraska authors. Oh, they've got their Christmas stuff up already. I didn't get it in time. Well, I think we've got most of the trees we're going to get. That is a huge, very full tree and very pretty. I really love that color. It's got several colors in it. It's got, some are just turning, but kind of there goes from kind of a brown to gold. Oh, there's gold. Oh, whoa. That is gold, and that is gold. Oops. There we go. It's still warm enough. I thought it'd be too cold. We do have some pretty trees.